I would like to go ahead and be the first person to wish me happy birthday. I was editing a vlog when I went to New York to see my best friend. It's past my bedtime. Alright, sleepy time. I'm matching the tree. British Hat Foundation are coming to see if they can take this chair. I really don't like this chair. Please go. It's gone. I donated it to the British Heart Foundation. You can still hear the guys like taking it down the stairs. We had a moment that we were like, oh my god, is it gonna get through the door? It did. Thank god. Excellent. Okay, amazing. That's a good win for the day. Nice. As well as it being my birthday. Ooh, look at that. Look how the light's coming in. What on earth? I should not have left that there. I swear you could have all the fancy filmmaking degrees in the world. You're still just a girl who's stacking books in lieu of a tripod. That noise is my phone getting crushed in my back pocket. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Oh hi if you're new. My name is Emma and I am 27 today, which I've been making videos since I was 14 years old on YouTube, in case you're new. There's quite a lot of new people at the moment. Hello. So I thought I would just do a little, I'd sit and just do a little yap while I get ready because it's my birthday. I'm not doing anything fancy because I don't know, I wasn't really in like a massively celebratory mood, but then it got really sunny, so the last few days have been gorgeous weather, so it's kind of hard not to be in a much better mood all of a sudden. And I'm on a time crunch, and I can't be fashionably late because my dinner plans are, well, I told my mum, she was like, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I was like, eh. So it turned into like, she'll make me dinner, which turned into, you know, invite our whole family. I have to get ready, I'm going to be in trouble because of it. I had to get roasted, like that's anybody else's family. I also don't know if you can see this. This was my birthday present to myself. It's a ludicrously capacious bag. It's gargantuan, it's monstrous. I can put in here flats for the subway. It's incredible. And I also do have look, there's nothing wrong with a signature colour, especially if it's just like bright in your face pink. I believe it's called shocking pink. Anyway, not the point. This is my bag. I figured I would do a little bit of makeup and just be like, hey. I've gone ahead and wet my beauty blender because have you ever tried to do your makeup with a dry beauty blender? It's one of these things that we like learn in like the, you know, the depths of like the 2016 beauty guru makeup girlies. And that was just one of the things that everyone was like, oh. I actually don't know. My point with this, sorry, was that, yeah, I think it's very easy to believe that we maybe got brainwashed with certain things, which definitely did. But, you know, using a beauty blender wet was definitely not one of them. That is one of these things that you still have to do. Look, I've done it. I've tried it before, being like, I'm sure it doesn't matter that much. It does. Good heavens, it does. I've been watching old vlogs recently. So my younger brother has always been referred in videos as like Mr. Consistent, which is very, very sweet. He now no longer lives like anywhere near us, which is really sad. So like whenever he can like make an appearance, he's like the family celebrity. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe he's here. We have to take a picture with him. We have to get an autograph. Does anyone else have like a family celebrity? Like me and my older brother both like agree that he is our favourite sibling. So I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. We like are his fan club. Maybe it's just like the plight of the younger child, right? Whenever we find cute photos, we always just like send them to the family group chat. I found like a cute bit in the vlog, so I just like filmed it on my laptop screen and sent it to my parents, being like, he's so cute. He's like 23, but he doesn't get any less cute. So I don't know. Anyone else victimizing your younger sibling this way? It's one of life's delights. Base makeup. Oh my god, this shit is amazing though. I've bought a lot of expensive face creams in my time. I think we all, you know, were very into that era. You're gonna see everything on my floor in the reflection of this mirror. Oh wait, it's piles of books. You know, if you ever want to do one of those videos like, she definitely doesn't read all of the books that she like buys. I'm trying, girl. I'm trying. I did not finish my train of thought. My point has gone. That train has left the station. This CeraVe stuff is really, really good. I used to buy like Kiehl's, which is very expensive, or the Clinique Moisture Surge, which is also really expensive. They are good face creams, do not get me wrong. But like, this is so, it's so adequate for what it is, if that makes sense. You know, why am I gonna bother with an expensive face cream if like this really, really does the job? And then, you know, maybe spend a little more money on the serums if that's what you're into and stuff. And this is a gender neutral discussion, by the way. Your gender should not determine whether or not you do skincare. I think that's such a weird. Also, if you want, does she even use that product? See, I've got halfway through this. I'm really impressed that I've got halfway through this actually. Should I set a theme for the discussion, or my ADHD mind will? I'm so, basically, I've always had, I'm literally just proving my point here on it. I've literally always had like lines across my forehead. One of the things I think I really have noticed is like the lines around my eyes, specifically like this part of my eyes. And I absolutely detest that they are called crow's feet. I think it's probably why people don't like them. If you gave them a cuter name, I call them like little smile lines. Like, why would you be sad about that? Like, oh no, you have little lines on your face that like prove that you are happy and like loved and have a life full of, you know, joy. Oh boo hiss. These ones I can do without. I'm pretty sure I've said that before in the video. Got a base. I was gonna set a theme. Just a little bit of channel reflection, I think. I've been doing YouTube since I was 14 years old, not 27. Very soon I will have done YouTube for longer than I haven't done YouTube, which I think is quite insane. Like an insane thing to think. The other thing with my makeup that I'm gonna do today is, this is just my makeup. Like, I have been doing my makeup this way for a really long time. So everything I use, I'm a pretty big fan of. CeraVe, I think it's my third tub of those. The Clinique like lip oil as well is like, I think this is my second or third one. It's definitely my fourth one of these actually, because they changed the packaging at one point. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Thinking about 2016, YouTube has kind of made me, you know, reflect on the fact that I've been making videos for such a long time. I think, you know, aging has made me reflect on that. I took the jumper off, so I didn't like, it's a turtleneck, so I didn't like wipe my entire face over it. It's kind of funny that like, I have seen so many people rise and fall on this platform while I've just been here chilling. I like genuinely still think that's like the funniest thing about like doing YouTube, especially from my point of view. There's just been how many people have just become massive and just like blown up, and it's just like watching people like burn out so quickly. I think it's kind of hilarious. Again, because I'm in my little Emma world, and that's quite fun with you guys. So this is just my makeup bag. I used to have a massive train case like full of stuff, but now this is, you really don't need that much makeup. What am I looking for? We'll do my eyebrows first. I don't know if you noticed, I've made quite a few videos recently. Ooh, as of this one or as of my next one, I will have made more videos in 2025 than I did in all of 2024. Hello? Hello? So yeah, I've basically almost made more videos this year than I did all of last year, which is quite funny. I think maybe the year before, we'll see about the year before as well. I think it's very possible, but by the middle of this year I've made more YouTube videos than I did the last 2 years, which is quite funny. What you might not be able to see from your perspective is that whenever I like uploaded a video, I would like instantly lose subscribers each time, and like I know that YouTube is going for like big changes, and the fact that, you know, a lot of your younger audience will age out of you. You're just funny because you kind of have to almost consistently look for new audiences. So hello if you're new. Like I said, I've kind of got more interested in like looking at my YouTube like data and analytics again, because YouTube is really incredible in how it gives you information and how it like, you know, that YouTube is like harvesting your data. At least YouTube is giving us like interesting information about like you guys as a collective in order to understand like what kind of content works really well with what we do and what you do. I don't know, I guess I've just been taking it more seriously again. What I find really interesting about my demographic is you guys are a lot older than I think you are. In my head, it's always like teenagers, but then my mum points out like, Emma, why would a teenager watch your content? And she's like, yes, you are correct actually. And I looked into it, and like the majority of my audience is like my age, so you guys bop in between like 24 to 30. But I would always just assume that my demographic, that my next big demographic would be 18 to 24. It's not, it's actually 30 to 35, which I just think is really interesting. I'll have to do this without, I can't talk and I'll stab myself in the eye, bear with. There we go. I found that, oh, let's move the laundry out of the way. I have a couple of different batteries for my Canon, and I like my Canon, my camera, and I found the one that was actually full. She's a good YouTuber, ladies and gentlemen. She is a good YouTuber. For the mascara, I'm just enjoying myself so much right now. Dual Show mascara. I'm in the market for a new mascara, so especially if like any older ladies like have any recommendations, because I feel like one thing that I know is happening is like I'm getting more and more hooded eyes. I'm not bitching. It's nice. I quite enjoy it, especially like little crinkles around my eyes. Nice. And I know that because it's genetic, my like eyelid space, real estate, is going to diminish over time. You can get like a blepharoplasty. What do they call like like an upper bleph, where you get like. And I'm not against plastic surgery. I really hate when people like go all high and happy and like moralize it. And it's like, no, like you're just still trying to control women. So maybe they're doing it for the wrong reasons, whatever. But like at the end of the day, sometimes you've got to let people do what they want with their faces, as long as you're doing it for the right reasons. People definitely do it for the wrong reasons. But then again, who are we to dictate? Point was, any older ladies have recommendations for like mascaras that you guys like really have like tried and tested and you really stand by. When it comes to things like certain bits of makeup, I would actually rather take a recommendation from like a lady in her 40s rather than like a beauty guru or whatever, because they've just thoroughly tested a lot more things. For example, somebody I'm watching again recently is Fleur de Force. I just love her videos. I've got back into watching Zoe Sugg as well. Like they've got just the nicest, like calmest and like coziest like content ever. Particularly Fleur, like one of her beauty videos popped up recently. I was like, ah, I need this. It's very fun watching people grow up on YouTube, especially when you've watched them for such a long time. I started watching Zoe Sugg when Zoe Sugg when I was like, what, like 14, 15? She just turned 35. I turned 27. When you're watching this, I turned 27 yesterday. And I am just enjoying YouTube a lot more at the moment because, yeah, I've been putting the effort in more consistently. And I actually bothered to do like a little bit of research about how you do YouTube like thumbnails and like titles and like the descriptions, which you would think I knew that, but it's more that like I've got in habits that I learn when I was much younger, like, you know, like 10 years ago. YouTube has changed a lot, and again, the information YouTube gives you is fantastic. It's very, my brother and his girlfriend like my whole the yapping is, it should come as no surprise, but like yapping is like a family sport, because like I'm literally a YouTuber. My face is melting. Point is, 2024, I felt like every time I tried to like put effort into YouTube, I got nothing out of it, which was really, it's hard when it's such a labour of love, because, you know, this isn't my day job. Would it be cool if it was? I don't know. I guess it wouldn't, because I have wider aspirations, especially creative and artistic aspirations than YouTube. But YouTube is like my go-to place to express that on a semi-regular basis, on currently a weekly basis. I think, because I've got a video already going up next week, which is really, really cool. Well done, Emma. Yeah, it's just kind of funny that, 6-week streak. Nice, more videos than last year. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. In the last like month, I've gained more subscribers than I did in all of 2024. I looked it up. In 2024, I'll give you some stats. Here's a data breakdown of like how subscribers work on my channel, or how they have been doing. Literally this weekend, there was a day I gained, it's like been like 5 different days where I've gained more subscribers in one day than I did in all of 2024. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I really wasn't joking when I say it's a labour of love. Oh, I went back to using a Real Techniques beauty blender, because I had a normal beauty blender. I may have dropped it into a not ideal place in the bathroom. I did not drop it down the toilet, but I dropped it on the floor and it was kind of like dusty and gross. I was like, ugh, cannot. No, so I didn't buy these. So I was like, it's fine. I'm sure beauty blenders are a scam. I'll just use my hands. Now, I haven't used just my hands to do my makeup in, I don't know, 6 years, and I remembered very quickly why it is that I don't do that. So yeah, that was like less than ideal. So I really did like panic buy a beauty blender. And I have to say, I actually think these are really good. £13 for 2 of these, because it comes in a set, and like one beauty blender is like 20 quid. So I was like, oh, it's kind of expensive, so I figured I would just split that up. Cool. Okay. Foundation I was using is the Dior Backstage one. I think I see a lot of people online say that it's not good. People say that it's overhyped. if it's overhyped, fair enough, but this is my second one of these. I am a fan. I think it's really light, buildable. I think Dior do have better mascaras, but like I quite like that one, especially for the price point, because it's like the cheaper one of what they have, and it is, in my opinion, pretty decent. Right, cool, okay. Anyway, I've really enjoyed just creating again, and because what I'm doing at the moment is so big, my job, my actual day job at the moment is I'm currently editing a feature film. It's a really independent feature film, but I'm essentially head of post-production for that, and I'm one of the lead editors. Well, I am the lead editor, but I have a subordinate, and I love him. I'm very sad because he's no longer working on the project. He was so close to the end, which is very sad for me, and for him, because he's one of my very good friends. This like NARS bronzer is what I just used. I still have not managed to hit pan on this. I don't know if I ever will. It's a bit janky and gross. I should arguably replace this, but also I can't be bothered, it's fine. So I've been doing that, so like I kind of have really been like relishing editing just like YouTube videos again, because I can put in silly little meme sort of edits where you can't obviously do that when you're doing, you know, an artistic feature film. Film editing is very different to any of the YouTube videos I do. It's like it's almost not comparable. Comparable, discuss. Yeah, you basically just can't compare the two. Ooh, being cold. Can never tell if it's too much. Can never tell if it's too much. Can never tell if it's too much. Maybe. My grandparents actually rang me earlier. They were very, very funny. We're Belgian, and so they're just so funny. So they pick up the phone and we're like, you know, how are you? We're gonna sing you happy birthday. I'm like, surely you're gonna sing Lang zal ze leven, which is like Dutch Flemish version. No, it's happy birthday to you. I love it. I think it's the sweetest thing ever. I will say though, anyone who's like knocking about as like a third culture kind of kid, does anyone else get annoyed if your grandma, who you speak to in your first language, your native language, then tries to speak to you in English because she thinks she can understand you better or make your life easier by like trying to speak English? Yeah, I don't know if it's she wants to have her English be better, but I'm always like, no, please. I need this practice time, god damn it. Next, this is the Cloud Paint with Glossier Cloud Paint. Again, this is fucking old. I should definitely get a new one. But like, this is so good. And I've been doing my blush in that, like, I need to not use that. I'm looking at the viewfinder a lot, I'm so sorry, but like, this is not my mirror, this is my mirror. I've been using it so much, always. Like, this is like my favourite thing, and also just like using more and more and more of it. And I love doing that like kind of like sunburnt look. This was like a phase when everyone was doing the like blush like this, and I've just not been able to like stop. I think it looks so cute. I'm sorry, a little bit of a look of like sunburn on your little nose. Shut up. Very, very, very cute. Ah, you can't see it on camera. You can see the bronzer though. That looks real bad. That looks like a stripe on my face. It does not look like that in the mirror, I promise. Or maybe it does. We'll see. It's fine. Dear reader, it may in fact not be fine. You can really tell when I don't script videos. I think it's also because you have no idea how much weight editing Emma pulls. I mean, she's really not wrong. On camera Emma, like me, versus her, like I've said this before, we are just complete. I think that looks too much. What did I do? How could I have done that? Is it too much? I don't care enough. I'm not paid enough to care. Yeah, no, editing Emma really does the weight. Also, speaking of editing Emma, and I've done way too much. I was talking, I looked in the viewfinder, I didn't look at my mirror, and now it's all a bit much. Which sounds about right. I need to go in a bit. Oh, my bronzer looks worse on camera and my blush doesn't look like it's on camera. So that's totally fine, isn't it? I've done my makeup though. Wow, that was done. Maybe I'll just go over my... Just gonna relax. Where did my beauty blender go? Where did my beauty blender go? Oh, I put it back already. Is that less insane? Yeah, okay, that's less insane. Basically, speaking of editing Emma, I polled a bunch of you because I remember that I could actually put up like a post on YouTube that was a poll, and I asked you all if you wanted for next week's video, it may or may not be a book video. Well, I'm really proud of this. I think editing Emma has done the works with that in terms of like the information that she's dug up and stuff, like researched for you. I tend to film and then do a lot more like, I don't fact check things often before I film, I fact check everything in post. And then I, remove anything, adjust or alter if I'm incorrect, because I don't want to like knowingly upload like false information like that just not sit well with me. Which is definitely why I'm never gonna be a massive YouTuber, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I asked you if you wanted a 90-minute cut, or because the video's really long, or if I had to split it up. My brother was the one who was actually like, just give them the full 90 minutes, you know, because him and I both agree, like, we regularly watch YouTube videos for over an hour long. I got like 2.5 hours into this like video that was just recapping like Sims lore, as in like the Sims franchise, and I was thoroughly enjoying that video. I don't like when YouTube videos like a 15-minute long YouTube video. Is that it? Oh, that's not a very long YouTube video, you know? I don't want to waste any time watching a short video when I could get into something that's like an hour and a half long. I don't know if the rest of you feel like that. I think you must do, because like my content has never done badly for the length that it is, and maybe at the time I think I was doing that a long time before other people, but not for like, she was doing it early kind of reasons. I just wanted to do things my way. Anyway, I'm really happy that you guys were like 90 minutes because it makes my life easier. If you're not subscribed yet, also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Do you see that? Does the button do that, like it glows? I realised this recently, I saw this on somebody's video. Subscribe. It's gonna be really embarrassing if it hasn't done it, but it like glows, you know. I'm gonna be so late. My brother and his girlfriend haven't told me we need to go yet. No one in this family is good at timekeeping. Makeup done. Clock lip removed. I'm enjoying YouTube a lot again, and I want to say thank you, because so many of you left so many kind comments, supportive comments, but also you just leave some interesting comments. And I mean, obviously thanks for the engagement. It's so nice to have such a bunch of you that are so bright and so smart, and I feel like I never need to, because I've been told this before, being like, why don't you, by people in my life, being like, well, why don't you just dumb down like the level of your content and you'd have like a wider reach? And I'm like, look, I am not for the masses. Not for the masses, and that is absolutely fine. The fact that I've got this like little group, which is you lot, so many of you are so bright, so smart and so intelligent, and I get such joy out of reading your comments. It's just like the most just delightful thing, because we know what a cesspit the internet can be. To have then get carved out this like little space, this little community, is just an absolute joy. And you know, it's why even at 27 with a fully developed brain, I'm still making YouTube videos. You know, you would think that maybe you could grow out of it, and I don't know. I know what it is, but I haven't. And I think it's also because YouTube is a platform. If I was making TikToks, I think it's a very easy thing to grow out of. If I started on TikTok as a teenager, I would not still be making videos at 27. No way. The fact that YouTube is so, first of all, long live long format. I'm gonna say that with my whole heart as both a filmmaker and as a YouTuber. The video I'm uploading next week is longer than the film I'm working on. The video I am uploading is longer than the whole ass feature film that I'm working on. That is actually, that puts YouTube into all the context. But no, it's just, this is like the most fun thing to do, and it was so underrated for such a long time. And I know influencers get such a bad rap, but I'm like, I at least encourage book buying. Maybe I can be guilty of accusing you of consumerism, I don't know. As long as you read the books, it's fine, right? This conversation is not for me, because I have a fantastic way of justifying all of this. Do you want to see my dress? I basically decided to be insufferable for an evening because it's my birthday. Look, at least I'm not one of these bitches who's like, it's my birthday week, it's my birthday month, one of my friends does this. Point is, I told my family that I want them to dress up. And my family secretly love that anyway, so I'm just enacting what everybody wants me. I'm just doing what everybody wants me to do. I am the family influencer as well, you know. Let's see my dress. I've decided to wear this like pretty green dress. I wore it to the opera a little while ago. I'm gonna wear it now because I can. That's it, that's all. I'm sure this applies to most girls, but this dress fits me just. It's a reformation from a couple of years ago. I wore it at my 25th birthday as well. Oh wow. This is one of these dresses that fits me incredibly well, both here and here. It's from girls who are also, you know, on the itty bitty titty committee. It's really nice when something does fit you properly. This is also one of these things that how I feel very strongly about, you know, being able to make my own clothes, is just an opportunity to make clothes that are made for me and fit me. Ah, absolutely I will do. So, woohoo, there you go. I guess I'm ready. We have 5 minutes and we're gonna be in trouble, so. And as ever, babe that she is, editing I'm sure will come in with like context aware as to where I've like half rambled and like not finished my sentences or trains of thought. So I love you, editing Emma. You save my ass all of the time. Damn straight. It'd be funny if her name was Ginger. Do you want to say hello to the vlog? I'm doing a teeny weeny birthday vlog. Oh, Mr. Consistent. Brainstorming for a startup or dropping a rap album. We'll never know.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
That was because it was Sun. Where we found out that Cheddar is a place in England. I didn't know that.
I didn't know Cheddar was a real place.
Where do you think the cheese comes from? If it's the crumble, it's just
Yeah, do you agree with that?
To Emma.
Oh, I'm turning the lights on a bit brightly.
You said
Ooh, service!
Lovely freezing room.
Is it?
It's freezing in
No, I
here.
think it's upstairs. It's
Like a frog.
Have you seen the left
Filming
hand?
myself. Is this your finest work? Wow, that does look banging. That looks amazing. Beach man. No, made with love. Made with love.
There's a whole other lasagna out of it. Not enough.
I'm growing. No. There's no good angle.
You're cutting into Adam's
I have to censor that, thank you.
hard every time, or he's just gonna be like, hey, look at these, so I can kick you out.
You know what's concerning is how many clips of this there actually are. Ugh.
What was that?
This is going to end horribly. Everyone hold your wine.
Oh yeah. Oh,
so Adam's arm is longer.
Yeah.
Green.
Look a bit red. Look a bit red. He's got bright red. Look at him. Oh, something.
Never interrupt your enemy while she is making a mistake. Napoleon.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emma. Happy birthday to you.
Just got shat on by a bird. It's great. Starts being 27. Unbelievable. If you're wondering, yes, I did manage to get the bird poo off. The suede, maybe a bit worse for wear, but I did get the bird poo off. I think the only thing I didn't say in my video thus far is that the only thing I regret is I didn't film one of his videos for 26, which is a shame because I'd done them every single year for almost a decade. That's the only one I think I don't have. I didn't film then because of some of the reasoning I had this year for not wanting to celebrate too much, because I didn't feel like celebrating. You know, when you put part of your life online, we all know that social media is a highlight reel, and you know, sometimes it's very difficult to, if you don't feel like things are going well, to not want to, like, you know, share you. And for me personally, these videos make it very easy to compare myself. Yeah, I think that's why I just sort of, I didn't want to do it. But I regret that. You should always, at the very least, be able to face yourself in one way or another, and I think that's for me what it was. It wasn't you, it was me. Yeah, I felt like I couldn't face myself because I wasn't really happy with how things were going. I find it such a shame that I felt that way. Oh, girly. Life is just ups and downs, so it's always just very important about how you learn to deal with those downs and how to look after yourself and stuff. So yeah, that is the little bit of advice I think I can give you at 27 thus far. And that, and don't walk under trees. That was just, it's, you know what? It wasn't in my hair. It didn't land in my hair, and that's really the only thing that matters. So thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me. Like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you next week. I will see you next week. Goodbye.